Oh, it's been a minute, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back, kick an ash, and let's cross it out. Let's go.
It's a CrossYouOut podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cross You Out podcast. And of course, I am your host, Eric Cross. And if it's your first time coming on, this is what I do. I talk about the stuff that I carry, EDC, everyday carry. I talk about cigars. I talk about pretty much what's on my mind. Also, talk about some professional wrestling once in a while. It's just one of those things that I thought I would really like to do. So I hope you enjoy. Let's sit back, let's kick an ash, and let's talk about some stuff. First things first, I wanted to recently I had a friend, a very good friend of the show, pass away. Josh, my brother. He is met him as a wrestling fan way back when, and then became a friendship, and we just rolled it into that. For the last couple of years, we've been, really close. Not super close as a best friend, but as a good friend. This really sucks that he passed away. I just wanted to give him a shout out and just, thoughts and prayers with the family, and just it really affected me very, very much. If anybody is going through a loss, or just having some kind of, honestly, man, it's just a big mental, barrier that happens that affects you, and it's just really, really messed up. And my thoughts and prayers are with the family, and he was taken too soon, basically, and I don't know any other way to transition into what I was going to sit here and talk about, but I'm going to do my best. As you can see in the title of the podcast, is going to be episode 39, and it is a pocket dump of EDC stuff that I have picked up in the last. I honestly don't remember the last time I did an EDC dump or a pocket dump. It's been a minute. It's been a minute because, I have been sitting here with Foos on Films and been trying to navigate, I guess, and trying to juggle both podcasts. But, you can only do so much when you're having to watch movies, and then actually going back and reviewing them. And it's, trying to get everything situated for the studio to be able to have 4 people in here and talk, or 5 people actually, and sit here and talk some smack, talk some movies, and it is what it is. But this is where we're at right now. We are talking about my pocket dump, the stuff that actually I have been either switching out, and for the most part, just, kind of going through and picking up. If I don't remember things offhand, I will put it on the screen, and it will show what the name of the stuff is. So let's start out with one of the knives that I've been getting into. So let's go over to the head top. This is my Benchmade. I believe it's the bailout, and this is a really, really good knife that I wanted to pick up. I didn't want to go with the bailout, you know, or excuse me, the bug out. But you know, I thought this one was going to be a little bit better, and it is actually. I've been carrying that for, you know, for almost a year now, I guess. And the recent one I actually picked up, so I'll switch out between that one and this one. This one is the Civivi Sendi. The Sendi is really good. I love this knife. It looks very traditional, and it also has, if I can pull it out, it has a toothpick and also some tweezers. So, you know, if you want, you know, you got a little, you know, a splinter in your hand and or your finger, and you know you want to pull it out, boom, you got something in your teeth, bam. Those are what I have been carrying. Let's see. The only thing that hasn't changed is the keys. The keys are the same. You know, Urban Carver. What is it? The magnet. Pull apart. And then also, I believe this is the OTR clip that I found on I think Lowe's website. It's a just a, you know, little carabiner basically, like it's green, so you know. Another thing that I have got recently, and I don't know if I talked about this yet, but it is the Big Idea Designs. Let's see, the Big Idea Design watch that I have been loving ever since I got it. It is, let me find it. It is the TI baseline field watch in with the white face. I did get the band on it, but I didn't really like the band. So I ended up getting the TI bracelet that they sell on the website. Titanium bracelet. It's very, I love this watch. Absolutely love it. It's adjustable. When you set the watch to where you want it, you can reset it from the back right here. So it just works out perfectly. Love this watch. Absolutely love it. The next one is let me see. It is it is my wallet, my new well, somewhat new, rustic heirlooms, formerly known now as Wilderness Goods. This is one of their newest blackout wallets. It has the new logo on the top. Again, it was the Rustic Heirlooms wallet, the Hitchhiker. I love this wallet. It's maybe, I want to say like six cards maybe. You know, if you need 6 cards, this is the best one to get. The cash flow on the back to open it up. You know, you have that little spot right there. You're not going to hold a huge wad of money, but it is actually really cool to carry. And then, as you can see on my face, I am currently now wearing prescription glasses, and I got my Ray-Ban my Ray-Bans. I'm not sure exactly which ones these are, but you know, I thought these looked cool. So, let's see. This I will carry once in a while if, you know, I'm going for a long distance trip It is the Arbanaki, or the RG35 5 VS. It has tons of old school games on it. I love this little controller. You know, it's really good to work with, and entertains me. So, all right. So the next thing I have is something I ended up messaging for. It is a handkerchief. You know, obviously I have my glasses, so I kind of need that. And by the way, I have tons of handkerchiefs. From the Wu-Tang Clan to Dragon Ball Z to a handkerchief that the Big Idea Designs came out with. I have a Nacho Libre handkerchief, blackout handkerchief that I can't find anymore, but it is what it is. But this one in particular, I do carry pretty much a lot. Most of the time, I'll be carrying this one every single day. This is from Mad Pow Co. Clothing. That's on Etsy. So go check them out. And everything pretty much I will be putting down below, just if you want to go and check it out. So this is pretty much my carry as of right now. Switch out between the two knives. Which one do I really like? I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with the Benchmade. I do love the fact that the back of it has a glass breaker. You can get out of a good situation with that. But this Sendy, man, it looks so fancy. It looks like an old school pocket knife. They do have another one that doesn't have the pocket clip on it, and it just looks like you just throw it in the pocket and boom, you got a pocket knife. I believe they still have the toothpick and the tweezers, but for the most part, it's really convenient to have those. Honestly, I had to tweeze out some. I think I actually got a thorn in my hand, and the little bit kind of was a little stuck in there, so I had to pull it out with that, and it was it was pretty funny. I was like, oh, okay, thank you, Civivi. What else? Oh man, this was gonna be a short show because I had this and really wanted. I have not been able to pick up any cigars, but I will hopefully be picking up some very soon. Still, always will be a Pravada member, and what else? Oh, so. In the end of the month, I believe all in from Wembley Stadium, I will be doing the podcast about the show. So stay tuned for that. And then I also have a couple other things coming up that I've been wanting to do. I'm going to actually also remodel the podcast studio. I like how it looks, but at the same time, I kind of want it a little different to help out with Fusan Films, and then, just kind of spruce it up a little bit and, just do a little different, do something different, But with that being said, cross out. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
It's the CrossYouOut podcast.